Hi friends! The last time that I talked to you like this, I was in year 1 and I made a video about everything you need to know about information systems. But frankly speaking, I didn't know everything I needed to know. And I want to share with you how I took a leave of absence in my final semester in NUS to pursue a product management internship here in Berlin, Germany for an MNC company. And it's one of the best decisions I've made. I've kind of wrote down what I wanted to tell you guys in this journal itself, because I know that it may help one of you have a framework into considering a leave of absence, or you might want to have a structured way to plan out your overseas internships, because I believe that an internship is where a company pays for you to learn, for you to hone your skills such that you are part of their early career kind of pipeline and they see value in you. And that being said, I believe in structuring your time such that you make the most out of it. And going overseas for an internship, you are not only growing yourself one, as a professional, but most importantly as a person. So I want to cover kind of the 3 main reasons why I wanted to, my push factors for taking a leave of absence, right? What made me eventually decide that, okay, Jean, let's take a shot at doing this. So the 3 reasons why I decided eventually to take a leave of absence was, number 1, buying myself more time to chase my curiosity. When I started university, and as you read my blogs, you know that I'm interested in product management, but at my final semester, I felt like I did not fully develop the skill or have an internship for it. So for me, it was a bucket list item that I wanted to do, and also to find a team that was creating something new. At that point of time, and even now, I'm still with my current company, which is a German MNC, and I thought, would it be cool if I went overseas? And frankly, with the current job market, I felt that I wanted to give myself a little bit more time to learn. And you know, when your gut is telling you something, you should try to follow it. And frankly speaking, I don't think anybody cares that you took a leave of absence. You took a leave of absence to pursue your curiosity. You took a leave of absence for your mental health. You took a leave of absence to leave, to rest, to be absent. It's not a bad thing. I don't think so. I think, if anything, it's a brave thing. Okay, so now that I made my decision that, okay, Jean, you are going to Germany, you're going to take a leave of absence, so now what? I set a few goals for myself when I was here, and I also consulted my mentor to ask her how can I make the most out of my 3 months here. So let me talk about my experience here so far and how I structured my 3 months that I'm here in Berlin. So if I look at like my life itself, I wanted to have a few quadrants: social, work, travel, and also aspirations, kind of like things I wanted to do to pursue my career aspirations itself. I hope I have a nice infographic to capture this all. So the first month was kind of settling down in Berlin, right? This is the first time that I'm in a country where I don't speak the first language. It's not Chinese, it's not English, it's German. Nice! And so I knew that I had to grow and to give myself the space to be adjusted to this living environment. So the first month was to explore Berlin and to explore my new home for the next 3 months, and everything felt so difficult. buying food felt difficult, buying my SIM card, getting to the office, navigating the transport, making like acquaintance with my colleagues, and building relationships. All of this felt so difficult because German is not my first language, and this was my brain the entire time, just overstimulated. I would say the first month was spent on just absorbing as much contextual information, like an LLM, absorbing all the contextual information that you need to perform your tasks. But I think after like 2 weeks, it got better. In the first month, I focused on playing the newbie card. So what I mean by this is you have kind of 2 weeks to tell everybody that you are new and that you are new to this office, you don't know anybody. And this is also the time that you can ask any question that you want to ask and to learn as much as possible. So this could mean to ask about the product itself, to ask about the team, to ask about the people in the first month. And then month number 2. So what did I do in month number 2? Now that I'm settled down in Berlin and I've got my shit together, I know where the bus stop is, I know where the supermarket is, I know how to get to work, I'm familiar with the neighborhoods that I am in. It's time to participate in events and coffee chats, and to make friends in Berlin. So I was very intentional, and I remember I have this website that I use to discover more events in Europe itself, and this really helped me to plan my event calendar so that I was learning something more about the European tech ecosystem. So I participated in a few. So I liked these events, but I went to Google like tech events in Europe and filled up my events calendar first with these big items, because I knew that I could use these events to make networks outside of the current company that I'm in. Second would be coffee chats. So attending events internally and externally, I could understand and learn and also tap into the network here in Berlin, in Germany. And this is where I really went on many coffee chats with different product managers, or people where I was curious about their roles, just to have a bigger and better picture about what is it that made up people's day-to-day lives. And because I did this, I have a better understanding about how the organization is, and also what are the moving parts and the key important figures within this company as well. And last but not least, we tap into the social space, whereas making friends in Berlin. I have an article about making friends because I didn't want to simply travel when I was here. I want to understand who were the visitors to Berlin, so like myself, visiting for work, and literally meeting anyone. And that really helped me to understand more about the friendship making culture here and how people socialize, because Berlin is such a multicultural and diverse group of people, much like Singapore, but very different. So I was really intentional with making friends here in Berlin, and I knew that I had enough time to kind of get to know a few people who could resonate with my experience and also have fun with. Yeah, so kind of the 3 things I did in month 2 was, first of all, events, spamming and also going for as many AI related, Gen AI related events. Second, scheduling coffee chats with people who I was curious about, their role, their experience, everything. I'm just curious about people, and I get to learn so much from their experience. And last but not least, making friends in Berlin, going for social events so that I could expand and also to make more friends. And I'm grateful that I was able to do so. So in month 3, I did more traveling. So that is like going around to see Germany, to see Czech, so like Prague, to see Budapest, Hungary, And this is part of, well, being in Europe, right? Traveling and experiencing life. Hashtag live, laugh, love. I really experienced that here and embraced the work-life balance when I was here.